Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey with McDSP. The team at McDSP have new plugins coming thick and fast for all you APB users out there. In this video, we're going to take a look at the new Royal Q, a stereo, dual mono and mid-side 4-band EQ that's only available for the amazing McDSP APB system. Let's take a closer look. The thing we love about the McDSP APB system is that it's all analog processing controlled from a plugin, right? Well, in this case, not quite. At McDSP, Colin and the team have over 20 years experience making digital EQ algorithms, and they've got pretty good at it. So the EQ processing in the Royal Q is done by your host processor in the digital domain. APB's analog circuits and components are really very good at doing dynamic, saturation and distortion types of process, so we've paired some amazing McDSP double precision digital EQ to a custom analog stage from the APB to bring you a totally unique hybrid EQ processor. On the face of it, Royal Q is a classic looking vintage style EQ. The plugin is split in half with 4 bands of EQ from 20 to 200 Hz, 100 Hz to 1 kHz, 500 Hz to 5K, and 2.5 to 25K. Each band has a gain pot for plus minus 15 dB of gain, a frequency selector pot, and a Q control, which ranges from 0.4 to 4. Royal Q is not what you might call a surgical EQ. The shelving slope adjustment range goes from a smooth, almost Baxandar-like response on the left side to steeper, yet still classic slopes on the right that show a tight push-pull connection between the boosted and unboosted portions of the shelf curve. Think master or bus EQ and you're going to be somewhere on the right musical lines. Each EQ band also has a bypass switch and a filter type button. The lower 2 bands feature a selectable low shelf and the upper 2 a selectable high shelf. In the centre of the plugin we find a trim pot for each side with plus minus 20 dB of gain, a link button to link controls together, and an MS or mid-side selector to turn the Royal Q into an amazingly powerful mid-side EQ. So enough talk, let's hear the Royal Q in action. Royal Q is a stereo or twin-channel EQ that uses 2 APB processing slots. If you have an APB 8, you'll have 6 left, and if you have an APB 16, you'll have 14 remaining when using one instance of the plugin. I've put Royal Q on my drum bus. I'm going to dial it in to give me a nice rich tone with plenty of top-end detail, and yet not have the cymbals taking our heads off. Finally, let's hear Royal Q on the master bus of this track. I'm going to use MS or mid-side mode to help me enhance the stereo image, so don't panic if you see me pulling different EQ curves from left to right. Oh, and the mid channel is on the left and the sides are on the right. So that's a quick look at the new Royal Q EQ for the McDSP APB system. If you want to find out more about the Royal Q and the full range of APB and McDSP plugins, check out mcdsp.com. But for now, my name's James Ivey and I'll see you again very soon.